Okay, let's see. Right. I think we are live now. Well, that was fun. I had to switch to my other PC, and then I tried downloading the demo from Steam on that as well, and it didn't work either. I got these same errors. Joy. So I had to go to where did I go actually? Itch.io, the itch.io page for the game, and download the demo from there. So that was fun, and it seems to work. Right, let's see if this works. This has been a bit of a shit show so far. Right, so this game is Bad Faith, the demo. I'm going to quickly switch to the full screen. I do not know much about this game. It just looked interesting. I had played the demo of a game called The Coffin of Andy and Laylee before. Sorry, I said all of this in my previous stream, but I had to cancel that because everything failed. And I saw this as a game that was similar to it. So I went, oh, this is interesting. And there was a free demo. So I went, fuck it, I'm going to try this. So, let's see. Magda. What do you think? Of my thumbnails, I mean. Okay, hand it over to me and I'll take a look. Well, I think the composition is pretty strong. I don't like the sound, the typewriter sound. Here's a sound. Music, bloody navigation. Navigation, text speed, off forward. I don't think I can switch that sound off. Oh well. Let me just double check. Voice beeps, yeah. You can go right down. Alright, Kupo, yes, this is an unexpected late night stream. I am later than usual. I have not been on the ball today. And I did a stream just before this, trying to play this game, and it crashed. So, this has not been ideal. Right, let's return to the game. You've come a long way in just under a year, Magda. Why does it say options? Return? This game feels really weirdly buggy. Is it B? I don't know. Really? With time and effort, you can turn this into a gorgeous piece. Thank you. That's my favourite of the bunch too. I was looking through some references in the studio, and I found a pattern known as the Tree of Life. I thought it'd be appropriate, since the Haven is a sanctuary. I can definitely see that. Excellent choice of theme, Magda. So I'm assuming what, art class at religious? Or maybe just an art class at a school. I don't know much about this besides it being some sort of psychological horror, so do be prepared. There might be adult themes, stuff that might put you off. I don't know. One suggestion though. Yes? You may want to spread out where you put the birds. If you do that, then the composition will guide your eyes all across the tree, rather than to specific sections of it. I guess that makes sense. So are you ready to start working on your first solo piece? Oh, I'd be more than... Wait, what? That was quick. That skipped. What the hell? Maria? Magda. It's... assembly time. Ah, right. Assembly time. Yeah. What was that all about? Why did the mood change so much? My name is Magda. Just Magda. I'm a girl. I'm 19 years old. I live in the Haven. It's a place on an island in the middle of a giant lake. Oh, that sounds isolated as fuck. Beyond the lake lie dangerous lands. There, people are corrupt. Okay. They kill. They steal. They plunder. They lust and poison and lie for the pettiest of reasons. In other words, they're insane. But the Haven is different. Our leader, Lady Amyris, says that those who live here are pure of heart and mind. I'm very lucky. Instead of growing up in a decaying, violent world, I spend my days surrounded by beautiful forests and good people. Okay. There's just one catch. We need to stay pure. Okay, where are they going with this? If we don't, well, that's what the Apologia assemblies are for. Yeah, this sounds like a cult. Also, yeah, I don't know, what is it? Warning of serious themes, possible assault, psychological stuff. I don't know exactly what's in this, but you know, warning ahead of time. Cubicle, how do they check their purity? That is a good question. Maybe we're about to find out. The bell rings. An assembly is about to begin. Everyone is expected to come. It's a Haven-wide event, after all. And so me, Maria, and other members of the art sect make our way to the assembly building. Usually, assemblies don't bother Maria. But today, she looks really, really uncomfortable. Not because the assembly is about her, though. Maria is a sect head. She fosters a special level of trust with Lady Amyris and receives privileges for her loyalty. No, Maria dreads this assembly because this assembly will be about her best friend, Jael. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Everyone knew that Jael would get into trouble sooner or later. Apparently, she shirked her duties as a member of the research sect. Instead of determining whether foreign books, movies and art were safe for the Haven to see, Jael's curiosity betrayed her somehow. I don't know much else, but since she's the centre of today's assembly, she must have done something pretty terrible. Ooh, church. Eventually, me and the rest of the art sect reached the assembly building. It's a tall, imposing structure, and one of the oldest buildings in the Haven. It sticks out like a jagged nail from the surrounding reeds. To be frank, I've grown to hate it. But to the Haven's members, assemblies are like swallowing cod liver oil. They're uncomfortable in the moment, but good for our minds overall. If you say so. The entrance is crowded with girls from other sects. Like ants to an anthill, we all march in single file. Once I get inside, I find a pew at the very back of the room to sit in. I don't really want front row seats for this. 1 second, let me just go to the audio and lower this and lower the music as well. Let me just save. Yeah, I think this uses REMP as well, which is pretty cool. I don't really want front row seats for this. It's best for me to stay as quiet and hidden as possible. Looking around the hall, I spot Maria in a row adjacent to mine. Seems like she had the same idea. I hope she'll get out of this okay. Suddenly, the speakers crackle overhead. There's 3 taps. Then, a familiar cold voice comes through. Everyone, please settle down. The Apologia assembly is about to begin. The room goes quiet. Everyone turns toward the voice's source, a chubby, bespectacled young woman. Without a discernible expression, she stands on the stage in the back of the room. The head of the research sect, Eve. Ugh. If she's leading this assembly, Jael's definitely going to have a rough time. Behind her stands Lady Amorous and... Right, which one's Lady Amorous? The one with the hat, I assume. The older-looking woman of distinction. A certain member of the writing sect. My body suddenly breaks out into a cold sweat. I look away. Wait, why? Oh god, not her as well. Ugh. With both Eve and Ceres on stage, this assembly is going to be brutal. Ceres? Or is it Ciri? Good. We have peace and quiet. Let's get right to the matter at hand. Jael of the research sect, if you could come to the stage, please. There's no response. With an impatient cough, Eve taps the microphone on the stage's podium. Jael, I'd appreciate it if you could make this easier for all of us. Don't make me use force. Another pause. Then I hear footsteps. Everyone's eyes turn towards an average-looking redhead, reluctantly coming forward to the stage front. Ah. So that's what Jael looks like. This is the first time I've seen her. Aside from Eve, I don't know many members of the research sect. Once Jael makes her way onto the stage at the back of the room, Eve gives her a quick nod. Thank you for cooperating. Shall we begin? Jael doesn't respond. Instead, she gazes down at the wooden floor and frowns. I'll take that as a yes. Ahem. We are gathered here today to judge Jael of the research sect for the harm she has brought to our community. According to significant evidence, she smuggled illegal foreign media into the Haven. Books, illustrations, movies, all unvetted by her own research sect. All extremely dangerous in content. You get the idea? She did this knowing full well that her actions could have caused her or her fellow Haven members to go insane. Lady Amorous, what would you like to say about this? Ooh, Lady Amorous is coming into the picture. Miss Jael was led by her curiosity. When exercised with prudence, moderation, and in service to noble causes, curiosity is a beautiful virtue. Yet unrestrained curiosity is a thing to be feared. Indeed, it could be called a dangerous excess. Jael fell prey to this untempered excess. Because of her curiosity, our entire community was put at risk. Naturally, we cannot behave leniently towards her. Thank you for your wise words, Lady Amorous. Before we continue, I'd also like to thank another member of the Haven for contributing vital evidence. Please show your appreciation for Ciri of the writing sect. I'm going to go with Ciri. This necessary assembly would not be possible without her loyalty and service to the Haven. Which is a kiss. Suck up. What a smug face. The audience bursts into applause as the woman behind Lady Amorous steps forward to take a bow. A tall blonde with a powerful frame. I try to ignore her by looking down at my lap. Compared to everyone else's loud claps, mine are small and nearly silent. Not clapping would raise suspicion against me. Thanks. What voice should I give? Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate the response here. It took a lot of work unearthing this case, but I think the cat's out of the bag now. You know, 'cause curiosity killed the cat and all. Very smart. Wait, people are actually laughing. There's a well-timed burst of laughter that follows Ciri's remark, probably canned to humour her. Anyhow, what are we going to do with this troublemaker, huh? Good question. We could make her clean the dorm bathrooms for a month with her toothbrush. What the fuck? Or we could force her to eat alone during mealtimes after everyone else has left. That seems less bad. Or we could make her organize the research sect archives. Like the ones that haven't been touched for 15 years. Ugh. But then, what would the point of this assembly be? She just put all of us in a lot of danger. It wouldn't be fair to just have her scrub a few toilets and let her off scot-free. I mean, foreign material's tricky stuff. If it hasn't been checked beforehand, you never know what it could do to your brain. And the stuff Jill was hoarding, well, I saw it with my own eyes. What was it? It was real gross freak shit. You're just gonna say freak shit in front of everyone when you're supposed to be quote unquote pure. Okay. Do we really want to keep someone like that in our community? Uh-oh. Huh? I didn't think so. So, Jill, let me tell you what's gonna happen next. From here on out, you're no longer a member of the Haven. Uh-oh. Are you implying... Oh, wait. Are you implying that? Yes, Jill. You'll be taken away. Wait, if that's the case, then what's going to happen to me? Where will I go now? Can I say goodbye to my friends? You're no longer part of the Haven. You don't deserve answers. Eve, if you could. Right. No, please. 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 Maria. Maria. Help me. You're ahead too, aren't you? You can stop this. Wow, why is she coming up towards us? This is freaking me out. We're friends, right, Maria? Aren't we? Please. Oh, this is bad. The commotion makes me look up from my lap. In the pew across from mine, Maria shifts her legs back and forth. She wants to intervene. I can tell. But after everything Jill did, intervening would put her position as a head into question. So in the end, she does nothing. All she can do is stare sadly as Jill continues to scream and wail in terror of her fate. Ciri grabs her from behind, twisting her flailing arms into a writhing arm lock. At a distance, Eve calmly brings a white tube to her lips and puffs her cheeks. What? That's a trumpet. What? Jill stops screaming. She freezes. A red dart has just pricked her neck. Her body goes limp. She falls to the floor, unconscious. Oh, this is not good. With the joint efforts of Ciri and Eve, Jill is dragged off stage. Once more, Lady Amyrys steps up to the podium. And so, that concludes the assembly. Let this be a lesson to you all. Beware of unchecked temptation. You must now head back to your respective sects. Seek to continue your good work. Eve and I will take care of this matter from here. On command, everyone rises from their pews at once, and orderly lines of women begin to make their way out of the hall. What happens when you're taken away? Where do you go? What can you do? Some say that you're banished to the outside world with nothing but the clothes on your back. Others think of more frightening possibilities. Imprisonment, torture, execution. None of us know. Only the heads know the answer, but they're sworn to secrecy on the matter. Those who have been taken away know too, but they never come back to tell anyone. Assemblies are scary, but every time they're held, they emphasize an important lesson. It's easy to do insane things in the Haven. I mean, I wouldn't, well, but it's also easy to be caught doing them, and it's easy to find out how harshly you'll be punished for your slights. In other words, it's better not to do insane things at all. Look at this. Mental trait, like, punishment by setting an example. Once I did something insane. I was caught doing it, and an assembly was held. I was very nearly taken away, but at the last moment, someone saved me. Because I was accused, Most of the Haven doesn't trust me anymore. At any moment, I'll feel like I'll be accused again. Whenever an assembly finishes, whenever another girl is tried, sentenced, and taken away, I'm always relieved that I wasn't the one standing on that stage. How often does this happen? How many women are on this island? And like, I feel like, how long can this last if they're having regular assemblies? Seems like everyone's going to get trialed eventually. After the assembly, everyone files out of the hall. I try to stay at the back of the crowd. Pushing through will get everyone else annoyed. After all of us have things to do. Well, most of us actually. Maria told me that art sect members were excused for the rest of the day. Maria really cared for Jill. I can't imagine what she's feeling right now. My head's buzzing. I should go and do something to clear it. There's a dense wood nearby. One that has a ring path with lovely views and comforting scenery. A pleasant place where you can forget anything terrible. I've decided I'll walk it till sunset. It's what I usually do after a stressful assembly. As always, the trees are beautiful. The shade on the ground reveals only dappled patches of sunlight slipping through the lacework of leaves spread broadly over the canopy. The wet and earthy smell of the soil, the sounds of a gentle breeze rustling, branches brimming with flowers and fruits, the faraway chorus of songbirds. Whenever I am surrounded by these sensations, I feel at ease. For a moment, I can believe that the Haven is truly paradise. I walk along one of the many pleasure trails that branch off the ring path, all painstakingly designed by the architectural sect. They're fairly short, but they always have enjoyable views. If I look hard enough through the trees, I can see some of the Haven buildings. I can't tell which ones, though. But eventually the trail comes to a stop. A little white picket gate marks its end and the beginning of outside. Most Haven members aren't allowed to travel outside. As far as I know, only Lady Amyris and the sect heads can go past the barrier. I'm not sure why. I overheard that some more daring people had gone outside before. Apparently there wasn't much to see. Maybe it's a safety thing, to discourage people from leaving the island. But there really isn't much reason to go beyond the island to begin with. All that lies in wait are insane lands filled with insane people. I'm sure there are. I'm sure they're not lying to you. I don't know. Anyways, the punishment for wandering out there isn't too strict. If you're caught beyond the gate, you're usually warned or assigned minor chores like sweeping the dorms. So, all of that said, I don't think it'd hurt for me to go off the beaten path a little. To take this walk a little farther than normal. Since most people are wary around me, I won't wander far enough to get into serious trouble with anyone who might see me. Besides, I'm not interested in leaving the Haven. It's the only home I know. Yeah, this is fine. This'll just be a little journey to clear my head. If I'm careful, I can satisfy my curiosity safely. I make my way to the gate. I prise it open with a rusty creak and step through. With the quiet click of the gate snapping shut behind me, I begin my little journey outside. Yeah, what they said was right. There's not much about outside that's different from the rest of the forest. The wet and earthy smell of the soil, the sounds of a gentle breeze rustling, branches brimming with flowers and fruits, the faraway chorus of songbirds. I sense all the same things again and again and again and again, no matter how far I go. Well, I guess I should have expected this. This seems pretty in line with what the more daring members of the Haven have said. Maybe outside is just symbolic. A way to keep us all in check. Honestly, I've got no idea about what goes on in Lady Amyris's head. Wait. Hold on. What was that? Out of the corner of my eye, I catch a glimpse of something in the distance. I turn around. At this distance, I can't make out what that something is. From what I can see, it looks grey and cubical in shape. I wonder what it is. A rock formation? A sculpture? A monument? Whatever it is, it intrigues me. I don't think it'd hurt for me to check it out. I leave the path entirely, step into the underbrush, and make a beeline towards the mysterious object in the distance. As I approach, I realise that this isn't just any object. It's a building. An unusual building. I've never seen one like this before. Back in the Haven, most of the buildings are made out of wood. This building seems to be made out of some hard grey material. Maybe I could go a little closer. Find out a little more. If I'm caught, I won't get into too much trouble, right? I'll say I was just taking a look at something strange and new. Then I'll swear never to go here again. It'll be a quick peek, and then I'll go home. Yeah, just a quick peek. Nothing wrong with that. Up close, the grey material seems to have all sorts of bumps and cracks. I don't recognise it at all. I glide my hand against the material. Touching the bumps and indents on its surface is strangely soothing. With small steps, I slowly make my way around the building while tracing my hand across its walls. The walls don't seem very different from each other, apart from the placement of small moss patches on them and the shapes of various fine cracks across them. And then I get to the fourth wall. There's a doorway there at the very end. I pause for a moment to look around. No one is observing me in the woods. No one is coming out of the building. I am still completely alone. Completely alone to explore the building freely. I approach the doorway carefully to investigate further. The door is wide open. If I lean my body forward, I can see what the building is like inside. I crane my neck forward to take a peek into the room within. From the limited amount of light, I can see that the building's insides are a ruin. The room is barren. No furniture. No lighting. Not even a proper floor. All empty, except for a single banister and some stairs. A staircase leading down into the earth. But a staircase. To where? What else might be in this building? What lies at the bottom? I can't believe I've never found this place before. It's so weird and fascinating I want to... Oh. No. Wait. Magda, you're outside. You'll get into trouble if someone finds you here. Yes. And if it's inside this building, a building no one knows about in an off-limits area, you might get taken away this time. You don't want to be taken away, do you? For the past year, you've been trying to be a good girl. Why ruin what little reputation you have left now? And anyways, there's probably a good reason this building's been hidden from everyone else. Something really bad might be in there. Aha. I don't know. But one peek wouldn't hurt, right? Oh, well, that's this was bad. Yeah, I'll just go and explore the place for a bit, then leave. My curiosity will be satisfied. I'll return to my normal life, and I'll pretend that this building never existed. And if I sense that someone's nearby, I'll dash out of here as soon as possible. Right. Sounds like a decent plan to me. Let's go. With the goal of knowing a little more under my belt, I make my way into the building. Oh, this is not going to end well. The room inside is dark, empty and derelict. There's nothing here to be found besides the light streaming in from outside and the staircase leading to the floor. With nothing to see and nothing to do upstairs, I take the staircase down. As I descend, I tread lightly, making sure my footsteps don't echo through the building. A few minutes pass and then I arrive at the floor below. The room that lies here is smaller and dimly lit by a single row of fluorescent lights. They catch my eye. Fluorescent lights are unusual. Back in the Haven, most of us light our nights using beeswax candles from the community apiary. Only sect buildings use fluorescent lights. Other than the lights, this room is as empty as the one above it. The staircase still goes down further. If I go a little deeper, will I find something else? The rooms beneath the second one are largely the same. Small spaces with fluorescent lights. Some have steel cabinets. Others have doors. All of them are completely empty. I don't touch any of the doors. Of course, a part of me itched to open them, but I want to reach the bottom of the building first. As I go deeper and deeper, my mind frets. I need to find what I'm looking for and leave. Can't get caught. Eventually I make it to the bottom of the staircase. I look around the clearing. The deepest room in the building is similar to the rooms on the floors above it. It stands empty. Yet another strip of fluorescent lights runs along its otherwise plain ceiling. All that's different is a pair of heavy metal doors in front of me. Well, I came all the way down here. I can just take a quick peek inside. It won't hurt. I can handle this. If something goes wrong, I'll just run for my life. This logic is so flawed. That way I won't get in trouble again. I think you're already in trouble with the fact that you've gone so deep into this building. I'm sure of it. Yeah, I just need to keep my wits about me. Muttering reassurances to myself in my head, I move forward and push the doors open. It's pitch black. Oh, this is going to be fun. Good. There's definitely no one here. Yet in the dark, a loud humming sound resonates from within the room. I wonder where it's coming from. Maybe a light would help me. Alright, Lupe, how's it going? Yes, the old man. Lovely. Yes, I am late tonight. I bring one of my hands to the underside of my dress and search for my hidden pocket. To carry daily necessities such as snacks or medicine, most members of the Haven use the hidden pocket of their uniform dress. My pocket always holds a candle dish, a candlestick and a little matchbox. With some fumbling, I slot the candlestick into the little holding spike at the dish's centre. Then, taking the handle of the dish between my teeth, I open the matchbox and strike a match on the boxes inside. The match's amber glow brightens the room a little, but I'm too focused on lighting my candle to see what the light reveals. Uh-oh. I remove the handle from my mouth and bring the match head to the candle's wick. Ah, that's a lot better. Now what do we have here? On my left, there's a desk filled with test tubes, a rack of scary-looking metal instruments, stacks of sheets covered in cramped scrawls of unreadable handwriting, a winding mass of cables. To my right, there's diagrams, a shelf filled with heavily labelled books, more cables mirroring the arrangement on the right, and in front of me there's a giant machine there. I'm not sure what it's for. When I walk a little closer to it, I notice that the loud humming is coming from its insides. Blue light emits from the screens below the machine. I guess I was wrong about the lab being pitch black. Better snuff my candle. But that's not what shocks me. Strapped to the machine is someone I've never seen before. I don't even know if someone is the right word. They don't look human at all. Their head hangs low. They don't seem conscious. Their body is covered in wires jutting in and out of their body. I stand on my heels to get a better look. Most of the wires are attached to their back. I move even closer. This person is clearly going to fucking look up. Curly golden hair gleams in the blue light underneath. White wings hang from where their ears should be. Weird. Bloody bandages cover their long, lean frame. They're beautiful. Why are they attached to a giant bulbous machine? They remind me of beings I had seen in picture books back when I was little. Beautiful winged beings that stopped wars, helped the sick, and brought wisdom to humanity. Ooh. What were they called again? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Suddenly I hear the echoes of footsteps, idle chatter, both coming from the other side of the room. Libby saying, reminds me of Yui from Arifureta. I've not seen that. I flinch. Crap. I need to get out of here. I run toward the stairs. Frantically, I try to stuff my candle dish back into my pocket. As I leave, I think I see something. Oh, hello. The being's head tilts. A glint of red from their eyes meets mine, and their mouth, caked in dried blood and hundreds of tiny cuts, begins to twist upwards. They're grinning at me. No. No, no, no. It's just a trick of my mind. I have to go now. I run up the many flights of stairs. My legs ache. My breathing sharp and my footsteps echo loudly through the building. I no longer care about the noise. Right now I can't get caught. 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 I repeat this in my head again and again, as if saying it enough times will protect me from being discovered. I can't get caught. I can't get caught. I can't get out of here. I can get out of here. Oops. I reach the uppermost floor, and then I burst through the entrance. But even then, even out in the relative safety of the woods, I don't stop running. They could still catch me here, and I can't get caught. I don't stop running until I'm far away from the building. Until I'm past the gate. Until I'm back at the start of the forest trail. Until I'm right back where I started, right next to the assembly building. My back bows with exhaustion. My muscles are screaming. My lungs heave in and out. Sweat drips from my forehead, from the nape of my neck, from my arms onto the yellow-brown grass below. But I made it. I'm here. I'm safe. I can't get caught. That was what I told myself over and over and over again. And in the end, I stand in the Haven grounds once again. Uncaught. Unnoticed. Unscathed. For now. Ah. Ha. Ha. I'm not going back. I won't go back. That was way too close. My curiosity nearly got the better of me. I very nearly went insane. God. I'm so tired. I'll just slowly head back home. I don't know what to make of this. This is so weird. By the time I reach the dorm building, it's already night. Thanks to the candles lighting the path outside, I find my way back. With some force, I open the door and step into the common room. Uh-oh. On a nearby couch, two Haven residents are chatting with each other. They don't notice my entrance. Whatever. If I loitered around here, they'll notice that and give me weird looks. Better to head back to my room. Lippy is asking, is this horror? I think it's got elements of psychological horror. So, I'd said, I came across this game because I was looking at the Steam page for The Coffin of Andy and Laylee, and this was a game that it said was a similar type of game to that, which piqued my interest. And this game had a free demo, and that's what I'm playing tonight, tomorrow, this morning. I don't know what time is this. So here we are. Better to head back to my room. Past the common room is a long corridor with many doors on each side of the walls. Behind each door is a standard Haven dorm, where members go to sleep. Lady Amorous and the sect heads have a separate living space for the evenings. That's why we never see them once the day is over. Slowly, I make my way down the hallway. The wall that comes to greet me at its end has only one single door. On its front, a simple wooden plate reads Room 108. My room. To get inside, I only need to turn the doorknob and push. In the Haven, we have an honour code. Members are expected to follow Lady Amorous's rules. We can't enter dorms without their owner's explicit permission, nor can we take others' private belongings without good reason to do so. If we break the rules, we're punished accordingly. Polishing all of the dining hall tables, sorting piles of documents for the research sect, or dealing with everyone's dorm room trash for a week are among the better penalties for minor offences. At worst, the culprit is made the centre of an assembly. Anyways, sticking to the rules is better for everyone. Once I twist the doorknob, room 108's door cracks open with a squeak. I make my way into my room. Ah, Grace isn't back yet. It's sad not to see her, but I expected this. Lately, she's been working until 9 PM at night. The architectural sect loves to keep her busy. She must be working on something important. Grace is really organised, so I'm sure she'll do a nice job. I make my way to the small bookshelf in the centre of our room. Carefully, I brush my fingertips over the spines of the lined up books. Fairy tales, self-help guides, and Haven-made novellas are all passed over in quick succession. Alright, crack dealer, how's it going? How did I miss you? Why are you mad, crack dealer? Because finally, I stop at one spine, white with black lines, carefully tucked into a hard-to-see spot. With a little tug, the book is eased out of its niche. I stand on my toes to take a ballpoint pen from a glass jar on top of the shelf. Then, I sit down on my bed, canopied by the tidy, empty bunk above it. Within the dorms, bunk beds are the standard sleeping arrangement. When people first pair up with their roommates, picking bunks is a traditional Haven housewarming ritual. I don't remember how Grace and I became roommates, but I do know that we picked bunks through a game of rock, paper, scissors. That is saying goes without saying, but I'm mad, but Ash. I almost missed it, and don't call me that. Call you what, crack dealer? Oh, Loopy. I wanted the top bunk. Guess what the outcome was? Anyways, I opened the book to a blank page and uncapped my pen. Are you going to write what just happened so that people have a record of it if they get your diary? Come on. This is my diary, a place where I can write my most secret thoughts away from prying eyes. After I narrowly avoided the consequences of my assembly, Grace gave this to me as a gift. She said diaries helped people cope with troubling thoughts. Diaries are also a record of your thoughts. And I don't like leaving a record. She thought it would help me too. Since then, I've used this diary religiously every day, but Grace has never seen what I've written. Grace is my close friend, but I don't know if she'd like... Never mind. I don't know if she'd like what. Don't think about things you can't control, Magda. Just focus on your writing. Right. Okay. My mind's buzzing with stressful thoughts right now. When this happens, I need to focus on the positives. Yeah, positives. What was one good thing that happened to me today? Well, I guess there's this morning. Right, here we go. Dear Diary, today, working in the art sect was a lot of fun. I made a lot of progress with my piece. The paradise tree theme I've come up with is really nice, and I love drawing so many beautiful birds. Mario was very supportive of my work too. She's so kind and gentle to me. None of the other sex would give me a second chance, but she willingly took me on. I'm really happy she gave me the opportunity to prove myself. I hope she's doing okay despite everything that happened today. Ah, I love her. She's beautiful, generous, and talented. I want to be together with her. The Haven would never allow it though. Ooh. Ooh, is this what's going on? Members and heads can't be anything more than friends. Oh, fair enough. The potential for manipulation, abuse, and unfair treatment is too much for our community to risk. And besides, would she want me back like I want her? Would she want me back like I want her? What? So they were together before? They're saying, I don't get diary writing, too much work. Why would you want to keep a record of the devious things you do? I don't know. I think there is a benefit to writing down your thoughts about things, but you're right in that, you know, it's keeping a record of them. So if you have any devious thoughts, maybe not write it down in your diary. Keep it in your head. Love it, Loopy. They really do be drawing mountains on their diary, or is it grass? Could be either or, to be fair. I don't know. So I'll just keep those thoughts here, safely locked away. That's the best thing I can do right now. Signed, Magda. And you sign your name and everything. Yeah, you're just basically keeping a record of your of what they're going to file against you. Oh dear. That spiraled into something far less positive than I wanted. At least I wrote something, I guess. There's a knock. The door slowly opens. Slow walk. Who the hell is this? Oh my days, that kind of freaked me out a bit. Grace is back. Her afternoon activities must have tired her out because she walks very slowly into the room. Ugh. What's that? Ash, you touch grass, right? You should know. Yes. That did look like grass. Hey, Grace. Busy day? Grace nods silently. Does she not talk? Oh, are you writing in your diary again? Yeah. It's really useful. Thanks for giving it to me. Hehe, I'm glad I could help. I feel like she's setting us up. Actually, this is a rather weird question, but what? I've been wondering for a while. Magda. Dodgy, dodgy, dodge, dodgy, dodgy, dodge. This is where the red flags are freaking going off now. Would you ever let me take a look at what you've written? I know the diary is meant to be private to you and all, but I remember that you are a really great writer. So I was wondering whether I could read some of your writing for myself. Yeah, the writings of your inner thoughts. Yeah, tell me your inner thoughts, all the deepest, darkest stuff that you've written down. Let me just read it. Oh wow, that's rather sudden. Tell her to get lost. I mean, Grace has always been my closest friend. I'm not completely against showing her my personal writing. Indeed, the small book that's on my lap contains all of my existing work. After my assembly, all of my writing sex stories were destroyed. Wow. But I'd rather not show her a lot of the stuff I wrote in my diary. Yes. Character saying it's been a long time since I saw some. Yeah, me too. I'm wondering. That's the game of. Loopy saying I want inner thoughts. Character, what's this game about? It's partly a psychological horror. That's about as much as I know. The setting for this game is that we live on some land in an island, basically, called the Haven. Everyone here is quote unquote pure, whatever that means. It seems to be exclusively filled with women. Not seen any men yet. And if you commit any crimes against the Haven rules, anything that's seen as impure, you get punished. And apparently, in the beginning of the demo, beginning of the game, we saw someone being judged harshly and being they were getting kicked out of the Haven, and so someone blew a blow dart at her to knock her unconscious, and she was dragged away. So I don't know what's going on, and the spiel that the Haven gives out to everyone is that outside of the island, everyone that lives outside the Haven is insane and like full of lust and just mad and basically kind of demonic or whatever. So basically, the world is crazy, but the Haven is the only safe place, supposedly. Cracker saying, just saw the name Faith Heart. Are you doing this on purpose? Funnily enough, when I came across this game, it reminded me of the game that you recommended, which I then did look up after. I was like, this is not the same game. I'm pretty sure this is not the same game. But the game that you've recommended doesn't have a demo. I'd have to pay for it for the full game. And I was just looking for something that I wanted to try out some demo, something different. But I will get to that game eventually. Definitely. I'm not doing it on purpose. You refuse to play Faith the Unholy Trinity and you find this out. Yeah, Cratila kinda, yeah. If they had a free demo, I'd give it a go today, but they don't. Come on, Magda, you need to give Grace some sort of explanation, quick. Well, you see, I don't put anything important in there. I haven't written anything great since I left the writing sect. This is just an outlet for my feelings. Grace squints her eyes. She's clearly not convinced by my excuse. She's known me for a long time. Why would she be? Sorry, Magda. I'm not sure I believe you. It's okay, though. If you really don't want to show me, I'll just get ready for bed. Yeah, you do that. The look she gives me makes me pretty uncomfortable. Does she think I'm up to something? Well, I don't really want to make Grace suspicious of me, so maybe it wouldn't hurt for me to show her one entry, right? Apparently I'm a cat now. I'm going to get sprayed with water. No, wait. I'll show you. Just let me find something, alright? Just one condition. I'm the one turning the pages, okay? Grace nods gently with a small smile. Okay. I trust you. Trust me with what? I breathe a sigh of relief, then pick the book up, shielding it from Grace's view. Flicking through the pages for something safe to show, I land an early entry from a couple of weeks ago. Alright, this one should be okay. I place the book back down in my lap and swivel it around for Grace to read. When I wrote this, the art set wasn't busy with projects. I took the day to wander through the Haven and enjoy the scenery. I wrote about the plants and animals that I saw on that long and pleasant stroll. Squirrels and blackbirds, rose hips and elms, blue skies and warm, gentle sunshine. Among other things, Grace stares at the pages, mesmerized. Wow, you really are a beautiful writer. Why haven't you written another book? I'm sure the writing sect would. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, the writing sect made a point of not wanting me back, especially with Cerise around. She'd gut me if I tried openly writing anything again. I don't mention this to Grace. I don't know how she feels about Cerise. Oh my god, Loopy, no golden water, please. But Grace, I can still do this in private. This and the work I do for the art sect is enough for me. You give me another chance. I'm happy I can still stay here with you. Yeah, I understand. I'm happy I gave you that chance. Same. How did she give you that chance? How did Cerise... Sorry, how did... what's her face? How did she save you? Anyway, with that, I get up from my bed to tuck my diary back into its bookshelf crevice. I sigh in relief. That didn't go as badly as expected. Why was I nervous around Grace anyways? I trust her. She saved me from an assembly. And, more importantly, she's my closest and dearest friend. Yeah, I can trust her. I stretched my arms, still standing in front of the bookshelf. So, Grace, are you going to get ready for bed? Yes. Why do you ask? Can I come with you? What, to get ready for bed? To the bathrooms. If that's alright, I mean. I don't mind. Just remember to bring your soap, shampoo. The fuck, why did that skip out? Pyjamas? I won't forget this time. We'll see about that. We'll see about what? Anyways, we should get going before they get crowded. You know how we're about to hit the peak time? Right. I'll get my stuffs right away. After we wash up and get changed, we settle down into bed. On the top bunk, Grace is reading an architectural textbook with a small candle lighting the pages nearby. I'm really tired from today, so I'm going to head to bed. I crawl under my sheets and curl up tight in the comforting dark of our room. Hey, Grace. Yes, Magda? Good night. And if I don't see you in the morning tomorrow, have a good day. You're very kind, Magda. You have a good night as well. I smile. I'm really lucky to have a friend like Grace. God damn, how many red flags they're throwing at us for this. I don't know what I'd do without her. And with those warm thoughts in my mind, I drift into a peaceful sleep. I'm dreaming. I know I'm dreaming. Everything here looks like it does in life. Yet the world around me is like the spider webs that grow in undusted corners of the dorm room hallways. Beautiful, but easy to destroy. Somehow, though, this dream feels different. It feels as though I'm viewing a projection. I can't interact with anything or anyone in front of me. It's almost like being in front of a movie, just without the cramped wooden benches and the whirs of a research sec projection machine. All I can do is watch and listen. What? Someone is there, sitting on clouds far up in the sky. They're looking down at something, cheek propped up by one hand, a wrinkled brow and lips pursed into a tiny frown. They're clearly upset by whatever they see down below. Wait. They look familiar. They're that being I saw in the mysterious building. The long gold hair, the pale skin, the wing ears, they're all the same. And yet, they're not. Here they look healthier, younger, very much alive. I wonder, how did they end up down there anyways? Suddenly, someone approaches the being. All that I can tell is that they are tall. The shadow they cast is long and dark, but no matter how hard I try to catch a glimpse of their appearance, I just can't. They've got some aura. An aura that forces my hair to stand on end and my eyes to look down and away. Like my body subconsciously deems me unworthy of seeing them. They're clearly someone old and powerful. Kind of like Lady Amaris, only even scarier and more unknowable. Oh, my child, why do you look to the earth once more? The being flinches, but does not turn back. Their eyes looked upwards, acknowledging the arrival of the unfathomable presence behind them. The state of the world saddens me. Every day, everywhere, humankind tears itself to pieces. They are becoming ensnared by unspeakable evils, and losing sight of all things good and just. Why are we no longer able to help and guide them? How many times must I repeat myself? Higher powers should no longer intervene in humanity's affairs. Our relationship to them is not like it was 2,000 years ago. If we descended now as we have done in the past, our sacred powers and abilities would be revealed and stripped away from us. They have moved past revering us so that they can fulfill their selfish exploits. Yes, I know. My child, do not roll your eyes at me. There is a reason we enforce this rule so strictly. Let us say you descend to one of the many human civilizations that dwell beneath the clouds. You arrive, make yourself known, and promptly announce that you will save them from evil by freeing them from their vices. How do you think they would react? They would react happily? I mean, if I knew someone was showing me a path to paradise on Earth, I would be overjoyed to walk it. But you're not a human, are you? Oh, humans do not believe like higher powers. Over millennia, I have observed how they have taken every opportunity that could have changed their ways. So, allow me to tell you how they would respond. They would laugh. They do not see the harm they cause to others as wicked, as long as they benefit from it in the end. They would jeer at you and drive you out from their settlements. They do not like their new status quo to be challenged. And when they realize you are indeed a valuable resource and not merely some foolish false prophet, they would capture you so that they could use you. They will perform experiments on you so that your mysteries are unveiled. They will learn about your abilities, your strengths, and your weaknesses. They will use you as a means to an end. They will take everything they can and leave nothing left to your mind, body, or soul. And then, not satisfied with consuming one higher power, they will use that they have learned to invade the higher realm and devour us all. Do you see why descending to them is an act of sheer foolishness? Oh. Humans cannot possibly be as evil as you say they are. Oh. It is natural to feel empathy for the inhabitants of a world we have overseen for millennia. But your views will no doubt change as you age. One day you will realize just how much we higher powers now stand to lose. I see. Thank you. Bear in mind what I have stressed to you. Your home must always come first, young O. O nods. Wait, what? Young O? The tall figure disappears, dissolving into the very air like a mirage. Your home must always come first, young O. Idiot. There's nothing to learn from your stupid lectures. I can't take powers like you seriously. You all just hide in the clouds and pretend nothing is happening while the world burns below. Isn't it our duty to protect and guide humankind? Every day I see more cities destroyed over the pettiest of conflicts. More massacres, more deadly weapons. I can't take this. Nobody in the realm is doing what they should be anymore. Even the eldest of elders are shying away from their sworn duties. Then a youngster will have to teach by example. And if they try to stop me, well, it's my sacred duty. Don't you agree? Magda? Oh, well, that's a freaky thing. The dream stops. Before I can process everything I just witnessed, it's morning, and I'm awake once again. I rub my eyes. What? What was all that? What was that really just a dream? Did I have a vision? Surely I didn't eat anything funny yesterday, right? Foraging troops in the forest sometimes misidentify wild species of mushrooms for the mushrooms we usually cook and eat. We typically dry and store them with all the other foods in the communal kitchen larder. Occasionally, this means that dinner ends up making a few Haven members act weird for a day or so. They see things that aren't there, or dream of something so vividly that they think it actually happened in reality. But the scopes of their visions never goes beyond the Haven. When this island is your world, you've got no other option, no other point of reference. Yet, my dream took place way up in the clouds, in a place I had never seen, much less travelled to. And no visions I've heard about had ever been about a being like the one I had seen. This being who knew about my name, somehow. What was her name again? Oh, right. Oh. Last night I tried to forget that I visited them by talking with Grace and getting some good sleep. I ended up dreaming about them instead. It's like my thoughts are drawn to their presence. Somehow I want to be near them again. I feel a nagging urge to go back outside and visit them once more. Are they making me feel this way? Is this urge one of those abilities I heard about in my dream? It's too early in the day for this. Last night I promised myself that I wouldn't go back outside. I nearly got caught. I can't risk that again. Not unless I want to be the centre of another assembly. I don't want to let Lady Amethyst down, or give Ciri and Eve more reasons to. Well, if they find out what I did yesterday, they'd definitely come after me. Find some new way to make the rest of the Haven ostracize me. Do they hate you or something? Maybe even beat me up behind the art sect building. I don't want to go through that. So I need to forget about this vision or dream or whatever it is. About this person, whether they're trying to get me to think about them or not. I have a pure mind. I have a pure heart. I can control my curiosity. Right. Now, with that out of the way, let's make today a good day, shall we? After giving my arms and legs a nice long stretch, I hop out of bed. I dress myself and head to the bathroom near my room. There, I clean my teeth, wash my face, and brush my hair. Once I'm ready for the day, I tie on my hair ribbons. I love them a lot. They're adorable, and they match my uniform. Even now, when most people try to stay away from me, I still want to give a good impression and continue working well for our community. Afterwards, I make my way through the dorm hall. Since the art sect's work starts fairly late, most of the other dorm rooms are empty. Most of the other members are eating breakfast or starting work in their sets. Grace is likely working already, so I never see her when I wake up. I hope she's doing okay with that project. Grace is a night owl, so I don't think she enjoys getting up early. Once I make my way to the end of the dorm hallway, I push open the door and walk out of the building. The cafeteria is 5 minutes away. By the time I enter it, it's still breakfast time. Thank goodness. At one of the dining stations, I pick up a bowl of rolled oats, an orange juice box, a red apple, and a spoon. Then I go outside and sit at one of the many empty benches dotted around the dining complex. There are benches inside too, but the sun's out today. It'd be a shame to miss out on such beautiful weather. With my spoon, I gather a clump of oats within my bowl and shove them into my mouth. As I eat them, I take in my surroundings. I wonder who else is eating here this morning. They're familiar faces from the writing sect. We used to hang out with each other, exchanging tips and reading over exciting snippets of new works. Nowadays, their animated conversations grows quiet whenever I approach, and they turn away when I try to say hello. At this point, I don't really care who I sit with anymore. Eating alone has its own perks. Though, speaking of sitting with people, who else is here today? I swivel around in my seat, chewing on my oats. Let's see who's behind me. Oh god, no. I didn't think they would be here now. Ciri and Eve. Usually Ciri and Eve eat super early. Avoiding them was partially why I started eating later in the day. No one bothers when there's barely anyone around. But today I didn't expect them to grab breakfast right after me. I think I'll just finish my rolled oats here. Yeah, I'll finish them up, then grab everything else and go. I can carry the apple and juice with me, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. If I'm lucky, they won't notice me. I'll just sneak right past them and... Oh, slap Ciri in the face. Yeah, look at her chatting to her friends without a care in the world. She knows what she did to me behind closed doors. Wait, what? Back in the writing sect, she took my old stories and shredded them so that I couldn't take them home like everyone else. She used my personal work to make me the centre of an assembly and made sure that all of it was destroyed. When I didn't get taken away, she beat me so hard that I couldn't move for a week. Wow. Suri deserves hell. She's a jealous, spoiled bitch who lashes out at me when she doesn't get her way. In fact, she deserves way more than just a slap. That Two-Face. Damn, man. These thoughts. I've never had thoughts like these before. What? Oh wait, Eve's there too. What the fuck's going on here? Seems like she's really taking her time with that porridge of hers. Why don't I help her hurry up and shove her face in it? That cow always acts so high and mighty, so maybe eating like an animal will humble her. She loved rubbing in how much better Suri's trash writing was during that assembly. I swear, Eve's like Suri's lapdog, the head of the research sect at the beck and call of a lower-ranking member. How shameful. She's the reason I had an assembly at all. No, hold on. Hold on. Where the hell are these thoughts coming from? I hate Suri and Eve, but I've never thought anything like this before. No, wait. That's a stupid question. I already know, don't I? Those special abilities, that being O in the basement, those thoughts are from them, aren't they? Wait, what? What special abilities do you have? Well, wherever they're from, they're putting me at risk. The best thing I can do is resist them. No matter what Suri and Eve did to me, I can't make room for any violent impulses. I must be good. I will be good. I am a member of the Haven. It raised and fed me because it cared for me. Crack Dealer's like, hell yeah. I must show the same kindness and care in turn. I must resist this temptation. I must be pure of heart and mind. Quickly I pile rolled oats onto my spoon and shovel them to my mouth. Over and over and over and over. I can't focus on anything else but eating my food. I can't give room for those thoughts to come back to make me insane. I'm in no state to finish my apple and juice here. I'll just take them with me. Crack doesn't give in. Loopy saying, as long as Ash isn't pure of heart. What? My heart is as pure as the untouched snow. There you go. I need to get out of here now. The sooner the better. What does this say? Auto. Alright, that's the save button, fair enough. Loopy saying, is your heart as pure as my mum's? I don't. What? I don't know. Cat saying, shut up, you goody two shoes. I hurry straight to the art sect's building, all while sucking down my orange juice. The apple remains untouched, and in the end I decided to save it as a mid-morning snack. I got to the cafeteria around 8:30, so if that's the case, and it took me an hour to eat, work should be starting by now. Right. No more bad thoughts. Just painting. Let me take a deep breath. In and out. What the? That interesting, Loopy. Interesting. Let me take a deep breath in and out. Yeah, there you are, Magda. Let's make the rest of the day a good one. I push the door open and walk into the studio. Everyone else is collecting their tools and going to their studio spaces. You say, want me to remind you the time you fucked up in Tony's games? Work has definitely started. Following suit, I go to my personal shelf. I take out my watercolor pencils and sketchbook and make my way over to my studio space. Okay, today's work. I'll continue to develop my painting project. Maya liked this thumbnail the most, so I'll draft its colour scheme before I start painting the final piece. The birds in the tree look so beautiful. What? I don't know. The Partha tree looks so beautiful. I can't wait to pick out their colours today. To think what a year ago I came to the art sect unsure if I'd ever loved making art. Before that, writing had been my sole, all-consuming passion. Being forced out of the writing sect was painful. Now, though, I've grown to really treasure drawing. Instead of words, I can capture my surroundings and my feelings with beautiful shapes, delicate lines and vibrant colours. Maria was kind enough to let me into her sect, despite the stigma that lingered around me. I can only try to be better where I am. After everything she's done for me, I want to produce work that she and Lady Amorous can be proud of. I've come a long way over 1 year. But speaking of Maria, she'd normally make an effort to visit each studio by now, just to check in our progress. But today she's just sitting in a corner of a side room, staring outside an open window into the forest. I wonder what... I can't believe I nearly forgot about yesterday. Jail must be on her mind. Losing someone you cared about is never easy. Assemblies may be common, but the fallout after them is hard. I wish I could do something to put her mind at ease. Wait, what was the darkness? Nothing's stopping me. There's no reason I can't just get up from my seat to go comfort her. I thought I was done with these stupid thoughts. At least they're not violent this time. But still, I wish they'd just leave me alone. No. Why? Why am I dismissing my feelings? I know deep down what she is to me. I've got a window of opportunity now. I should take advantage of it. I could go to her. I could wrap my arms around her gently, give her a soft kiss on the crown of her head. Hold her warm hands, interlacing our fingers together. I've thought about something like this for so long. Maybe if I'm lucky, maybe in her need for comfort, she'll let me tell her how I really feel. I don't care if relationships between heads and members are forbidden. Now that Jail is gone, I want her to know that I'll be there for her. I want her to know how much she means to me. How much I owe my happiness to her. I want her to know how deeply I want her. How I loved her in my fantasies. Oh fuck. Wait. I want to see what the fuck this history. How I loved her in my fantasies about her at night and what nice. Please. I can't deal with this anymore. I get up from my stool and march towards the bathroom. With some force, I wrench one of the old rusty sink faucets open. Kratia saying, Ash, can you ara ara for me? Ara ara. The pipes gurgle below and soon a steady stream of water rushes out from the tap. I cup my hands and put them under the gushing stream. In my palms the cold water rises fast. Quickly I splash the water on my face. Once. Twice. 3 times. Again. Again. I keep on splashing until all I can think about is the coolness around my soaked collar, hair and face and the sound of the water flowing way down the sink pipes. Right. After cooling down like this, those thoughts should leave me well alone. I'll just take a look in the mirror and see where I need to dry up. Huh? Uh-oh. My reflection isn't my own. A golden face stares back at me, smiling serenely, fingers frozen in a beckoning curl. Oh? I squeeze my eyes shut and shake my head. When I open them, I see my own reflection once more. They really want me to remember them, huh? I can't go back outside. I don't want to get into trouble again. I really don't. But this is getting frightening. I don't know what will happen if I continue ignoring O's presence. Is it O or 0? Maybe it's 0. Let me think. Yeah, that says see, is that a 0 or an O? They said they had mystical power, but other than this and my strange dream last night, they haven't done anything weird to me yet. Somehow though, my gut tells me that they'll get me into serious trouble in one way or another. Maybe going back is for the best. I don't know what they're capable of. They might force me to do something terrible, or they might make me act on my impulses. Only one of these options is in my control. The other is surrounded by all sorts of uncomfortable uncertainties. I guess I have no choice. I need to go back. Right, they're saying that's a 0. Yeah, okay, I'll take that as a 0 then. Tonight, I can only hope I don't get caught. Oh, we're gonna go back. This is bad. What the hell is this? The rest of the morning proceeds in a fairly standard fashion. I figured out the colours I wanted to use for the birds. They're bright and cheerful. When Maria sees them, I hope she feels a little better. I didn't get any more strange thoughts either, which was a relief. Yet I feel an underlying sense of dread. I still have to follow through with my dangerous decision. I can't imagine what Zero would do to me if I bailed at the last second. Outside, here I come. I'll go get dinner afterwards. I just need to make sure that no one sees me, or hears me, or knows I've left in the first place. Yeah, I need to be very, very careful. But if this goes well, then I can pretend that none of this ever happened and return to my normal life. No one will suspect me. I'll continue painting with Maria. I'll continue talking with Grace. It'll be business as usual once again. What do you think you're going to do when you meet this angel thing again? Like, how do you think this is going to resolve your issue? I put away my project materials and leave the art sect. Last time, a forest path near the assembly building got me outside, so if I look hard enough in that area again, I should find Zero's building. I straighten my back and puff out my chest. There's no turning back now. With that, I march towards the assembly building with as much confidence as I can muster. If I can convince him to leave me alone for good, my normal life in the Haven will stay normal. Yeah, that's the plan. I will not go insane because of them. Good luck with that flawed plan, Magda. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no. This is bad. Very, very bad. I knew that something was off with Magda. I didn't think following her would lead to this. After what Magda went through, I never thought she'd break the Haven's rules again. What? What am I supposed to do now? I know, I'm supposed to tell Lady Amorous about suspicious behaviour. That's a critical Haven rule. But Magda's my... Crack Dealer saying, I gotta head to work. Cheers, Crack Dealer. I'll see you later. Thanks for popping on, man. I don't want to see her get hurt again. What to do? See you later, Crack Dealer. There you go. Crack Dealer, you are finishing up just at the right time. Look at that. And I'll bring my face back up. So that was apparently Bad Faith, the demo. Alright, Kupo. I like this little effect here. For me. So that is Faye. What's her name again? I can't. So Maria, that's us, Magda, Cerise, Eve, and is it Faith? Is her name Faith? Kupo saying, just as I was about to dip out too. Look at this, timed perfectly. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys think of Bad Faith the demo. Leave a message in the chat or a comment on the video if you're having to head out now. This was interesting. I don't know where the story's going to go. It's a bit of a taster, but it seemed interesting. I like the tune they've got here as well. Yeah, so well, I don't know. I'll see if I get to playing the full game of this, but Crackdeer saying, I think you should play Dark Souls. Not today, Crackdeer, not today. But Crackdeer, I will... Oh, call me, just as I started watching. Hello, call me. Yes, you've just started just as this ended. Quite abruptly as well, I didn't expect it to end there. But thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. But yes, this was Bad Faith, the demo. It was interesting. I do have to look at the game that you recommended, Crack Dealer of Faith. I can't remember what it's called now. Kupo is saying, interesting but not a patch on Hatoful Boyfriend or Sayano Uta. No, well, it could be. I don't know about Hatoful Boyfriend. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's just the intro. This could get really interesting later on in the story. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to give off the same level of awesome as the kind of Sayano Uta and Hatoful Boyfriend kind of did. Faith, the Unholy Trinity, that's it. Right, I better keep a mental note of that. I'll definitely give that a look, but I'll wait a bit. It's when I have some dosh to buy the game. I'll get it and maybe give that a little try. Or House in Fata Morgana. Yes, House in Fata Morgana is awesome. Yeah, this is not giving me... House in Fata Morgana is something else though. Like, it has a really... Well, this is a unique art style, but yeah. Crackdeer saying, "Oh, I gotta watch that too. Pain." Hey, Crackdeer, look, you can watch them whenever. No rush. No rush. No, you don't feel the need to. You can always catch them today, tomorrow, next month, next year, whatever. Call me saying, "I think I should play Death Palette." Why do we have to work, huh? Yeah, working sucks. Like, it's actually coming to like 1 o'clock in the UK just now. So, and due to the King's coronation, I have today off as a bank holiday, which is great. Death Palette, what's that? I'll have a look at that actually. Palette. Survival game. Oh no, yeah, that's not the type of game. Interesting. People saying, "Yep, I gotta be up at 5 AM for work." Ah, yes, okay. Oh, we live in a society, correct? Healthcare has no bank holidays. Yeah, you know, that sucks. But you know, appreciate all the people in the healthcare system, and the work they do. The thankless work, to be fair. But yes, I'm gonna leave this here. Thanks a lot, guys, for everyone that's been in the chat. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed some of this. Guys like that, I don't have any hopes, man. This man procrastinates. I do procrastinate a lot. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this. This was Bad Faith, the demo. A nice little intro to the game. I am Ash Mannix, and I think I'll hopefully see you guys next time.